Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Brian's Racing Realm. I'm Brian. We are in Indianapolis for race 9 of 10 for the LOCTITE Firebird series. 20 laps around this historic oval. Daniel Barden's on the pole, second time this season. Let's go over the race information first. In practice, the fastest was Wayne Stadler, followed by May Ellis, Tyler Gardens, Thomas Hammond, and Catherine Harris. Happy hours fastest were Lynn White, who is looking to close out their championship, Drew Keene, Cedric Black, who needs a good finish, James Wolfe, and Chris Harvey. And in qualifying, of all of those 10 names that I listed, only one qualified top 5, and that'd be Cedric Black in 5th. I think we can cut back practice and be fine. So let's go through the starting order. Daniel Bardens starts on pole, of course. Minnie Nelson in 2nd. Isaac Hernandez in 3rd. Gerard Wilkinson 4th. Cedric Black in 5th, as previously mentioned. Dorothy McLean in 6th. James Wolfe in 7th, so not a bad result. Davis Pittman 8th. Catherine Harris 9th. May Ellis 10th. Wayne Stadler 11th. Jim Carranza 12th. Chris Harvey 13th. Drew Keene 14th. Tracy Howell 15th, Skylar Taylor 16th, John Walker 17th, Jacob Aronson 18th, Thomas Hammond 19th, Tony Bentley 20th, Lynn White 21st, another bad start for Lynn White. Tyler Garden starts 22nd, Charles Marshall 23rd, and Nicholas Eckert 24th. Honestly, I would expect at least 2 of those 4 in the back 4 to be in the top 10 by the end of this race. Between White, Marshall, and Eckert, and even Gardens has shown that they have speed at times. Granted, all of them could fail today. Who knows? That does lead me to the championship standings. With the last place finish of Lynn White last week. Last event. They still hold the championship lead, but it's slim. Tracy Howell is 2nd by 9 points. And if Howell could pass White, they would be in the driver's seat to win their 2nd championship. Nicholas Eckert currently 3rd, after having been basically anonymous in the first 2 seasons. The first 4 seasons in both series. Eckert has made themselves known in season 3. Isaac Hernandez has a shot.
Drivers, start your engines. Is that okay?
I said Isaac Hernandez has a shot to win the championship that he so missed out on in season 1. And Charles Marshall is within a race as well. If everyone else has a bad day, and say he wins or finishes top 5, Marshall could be right there slugging it out. Everyone else between Jacob Aronson and Gerard Wilkinson, Tyler Gardens even has a very outside shot. Wait, no, Gardens is out. Wilkinson. 138 points is the cutoff for this race. As long as White makes it. Everybody's rolling though, so that is not an option. So yes, if the leaders fail to start, then yes, there would be a chance that Gardens, Hammond, and Bentley could have made it, but now, for sure, Hammond and Bentley are completely eliminated from any potential contention. Gardens, well, let's put it this way. Gardens needs to do a lot in order to make it happen. 69 points will be the cutoff after this race is over. And right now, 69 points is 5th. 6th place is 72. Pace car trundles down pit road. As everyone gets up to speed, Daniel Bardens will lead the field to green. Minnie Nelson gets a better jump though. This is a fairly low banked oval though. And that outside line probably won't stick. Bardens takes control into turn 2. One nice thing about Indianapolis, the turns are very much distinct. Isaac Hernandez looking to the inside. Bardens able to maintain momentum on the outside. Increases the gap. And will cruise to the end of the lap. But everybody closes in very quickly. This speedway has very long back and front stretches, which allow for drafting. So if you're in the lead and you don't have a car that is just otherworldly, you will be caught. However, passing is another issue. 20 laps today, 50 miles. And we'll see who's the best at the end of it. For the better of the day. There's already a small gap forming. Front 7 are nose to tail. Bit of a gap to 8th. The top 12 are pretty much single file at the moment. Cedric Black looking to pass Isaac Hernandez. Chris Harvey bounces off the wall. Skylar Taylor falls back to last place. Cedric Black sharing the same base body color. Looking to challenge, but going to back off coming out of 2. I don't know if it's clean air that's the bigger factor here, or if they're still just feeling it out. White currently 15th. I'm guessing that the 19 had to slow up. there's a big gap between 15th and 16th. That may not be easily closed. Huge gap. That is Lynn White in 15th, who started at the back. Whoa, we've got problems. Catherine Harris goes up. A lot of people went wide. Seems that a lot of drivers are a bit spooked by this track for some reason. The top four have broken away. Dang it. There's a lot of people bouncing off the walls right now. Lynn White looks to be one. There may not be any front right fenders left by the end of this race. May Ellis powers by Gerard Wilkinson. Cedric Black peeking to the outside. That's going to leave Hernandez to the inside. Going into turn one. Martin's riding the line. He's going to block both of them a little bit. And now Hernandez has the backdraft from the 11. Will that be enough of a push? 17 is caught up. Top five are now bundled together. Consider this a preview of Talladega. We're not going to Daytona this season. Considering it's only laps 8, we've already heard 3 or 4 impacts with the wall. I think we'll be hearing a lot of people bounce off. I'm expecting a caution and an absolutely massive accident at some point in the near future. Speaking of, wow, I was not expecting it to be that fast. That was not, was it even a second? I think that's good. That's at least going to be an aero rebuilt for the 45 there. We only have 20 laps of this race. Coming to the caution, and oh, Barden's just managed to retain the lead. We almost missed it. Hernandez had him to rights, apparently. So let's go take a look at that. Ah, Barden's had a steam built up and had help. But was really not close. Momentum carried them through into turn one, so that was more visual pass than, well, it was a visual pass, but not a genuine. What was that puff of smoke? Or was that just holdover from the initial accident? Let's take a look and see what happened. We got plenty of time. The 16 and the 3, the 16 loses control, and the 45 and the 8 are just passengers for the ride. 20's in the wall. as the 9 bounces off of him. Lynn White trying to avoid the wreck. Nicely done, but does have damage from the 20. 45, again, had nowhere to go. The 3 was in the wall. The 8 is going to have some damage, but not terrible amounts. I take that back. The front bumper is done. I'm surprised the hood's not, though. And the 16 is a bit battle worn. Harvey will not come to pit this lap, neither will Ellis. Taylor is coming in immediately, as is Carranza. Let's see if pits are closed, however they are damaged. Going through the dust on the backstretch where it was kicked up by Skylar Taylor. And they are going to retire the 45 immediately. There is last place. They're going to try and work on the 16. We'll see how that goes. We are still looking back. Going to see if anyone else comes to pit. And that's Catherine Harris. Something's happened to the 20. That will be the end of their day. The 3 and the 8 are not pitting yet. Carranza is out. They beat the front bumper back in, and they've left the rear. We still have 2 more laps of caution. The series idea was to mandate a length in relation to laps for the cautions. I believe that will be shortened in the off season. Word is already that they are going to cut the caution period back from 4 laps to 3 on any track longer than 1.5 miles. So Michigan, California, Indianapolis, Talladega, Daytona. As we should be coming to 1 lap to go, let's take a look at the running order. Daniel Bardens is your current leader, has led every lap. There will be 8 laps to go when we go back green. Isaac Hernandez currently in second. Minnie Nelson in third. Has had a rebound season. However, championship hopes are slim. Currently 15th, 114 out of first. Cedric Black in fourth. One of their best runs of the season. In fact, currently their best run of the season in this series. They've had a quietly good year in Firebirds. Yes, they've been back half quite a bit, but they've also been top 10 4 races out of the 8. He started off this race tied for 11th. 93 points back. They need the help. This may be enough to get them back in contention. James Wolfe. 17 has been a disappointment. Yes, they have a podium and a top 5, but that's all of their notable finishes. They finished dead last twice, 2 DNFs I believe, 23rd once, 21st once. Wolfe is out of contention entirely. We have Wayne Stadler in 6th. Tracy Howell, who, as of right now, would take the championship lead. Drew Keane, who is on the outer edge of the contention. Davis Pittman, who won the Camaro race at Michigan. 8th place, needs some help, but can be a contender with a good result here and a bad result by Lynn White. And then Jacob Aronson in 10th. Dorothy McLean 11th. John Walker 12th. Gerard Wilkinson 13th. Nicholas Eckert 14th. Charles Marshall 15th. Tyler Garden 16th. Tony Bentley 17th. Thomas Hammond 18th. Current championship leader Lynn White 19th, needs something but is damaged now. Chris Harvey in 20th, May Ellis in 21st, and Jim Carranza in 22nd. 2 retirements. The 20 of Catherine Harris and the 45 of Skylar Taylor. We are green again. Daniel Bardens leads into turn 1. 8 laps to go in this 20-lap race. Isaac Hernandez stays with him in 2nd, though. There's everyone into 4th gear. Penny Nelson peeking to the inside of the 13. Not going to happen this lap. Cedric Black in 4th. Hoping for something to give them the boost that they need. Jim Carranza is well off the pace. They have yet to get into 4th gear. Wow. Eckert in the wall. We got another wreck. Isaac Hernandez taking the lead. We'll take him. We got trouble all over the track. That's Lynn White out again. Oh my goodness. We are going to have a shootout to the finish for 2 laps. If my math is not mistaken. That's out. That's going to be it for Lynn White. Caution is out. Isaac Hernandez is going to make it to the line. Bardens has lost the lead, but is still 2nd. Minnie Nelson 3rd. Cedric Black 4th. We're going to start with Nicholas Eckert. Way out of position. Into turn 1. Does not hit the wall. It's close though. You have Hammond, you have Lynn White. So where does this all start? Oh my. This is not the most violent wreck I've seen in this series. That goes to Lynn White. So it was Keane and McLean, and the 6 is involved, the 19's involved, the 5's involved. Oh, the 9 just clipped the 14. The 1 spins the 9. we're going to need to take this piece by piece, I think. So, turn 2. Keen is trying to recover from a bad corner. Clips the 14. Ends up in the wall. Both of them do. The 14 pulls off the wall. Pinches the 6 into the 19. 6 goes down track. John Walker goes into the wall pretty hard. The 5 hits the 14 enough to spin it. Excuse me? Okay. The back of the 14 just scrapes along the 9. And that's enough to punt the 14 back down track, all while the 1 spins the 19 out again. We're going to see a lot of cars damaged by the end of this one. Wilkes is going to stay on track this time. But a lot of slow cars. Lynn White has stopped smoking. That may or may not be good. Both fenders are destroyed. We are under caution. And that's it for the 9. Let's fast forward this. We did have 1 come into pits. That would be the 5 of Gerard Wilkinson. It seems like the rest of the field will stay out. 3 so far 3 DNFs from accidents. Pulling the hood off the 5. That's going to be the only thing they pull off. I'm not sure that's a smart move because he just clip the grass. Oh no. Are you kidding me? That's Nicholas Eckert. Make sure there's no one else. Eckert's losing something. And Marshall? There wasn't a whole lot going on in practice. Marshall is actually losing speed. Eckert is able to maintain pace speed. Marshall is not. Marshall may not make it around. And Marshall was fine. Eckert was mostly fine. Will this extend the race? That's it. 15 is done. We will go back to green this time by. He's so close. Eckert has retired. They're going to have to push Marshall in real quick. So it'll be a 3-lap shootout. Barring another caution. Yep. Let's do another recap. Isaac Hernandez, your leader. Daniel Barden's in second. Minnie Nelson third. Cedric Black fourth. James Wolfe fifth. Wayne Stadler in sixth. Tracy Howell in seventh. Davis Pittman 8th, Drew Keene 9th, Tony Bentley 10th, Jacob Aronson 11th, Thomas Hammond 12th, the damaged Chris Harvey currently 13th, Tyler Gardens 14th, May Ellis 15th, Jim Carranza 16th, John Walker 17th, Dorothy McLean 18th, Gerard Wilkinson 19th, Charles Marshall retires in 20th, 21st, Nicholas Eckert, 22nd, Lynn White, 23rd. I've forgotten. And 24th, dead last. The 45 is Skylar Taylor. Isaac Hernandez leads him to green. No, it is 2 laps to go. Gets the jump on the 4. The 3, 13 ahead, the 4 behind. But they close in coming out of 2. The damaged cars sorting themselves out. The front of the pack trying not to wreck now as we come to the white flag. Not exactly the race we were hoping for, but a race nonetheless. There is an impact of the wall. And this race will end at speed. Isaac Hernandez leading. The 10 of Thomas Hammond coming down pit road. Daniel Barnes is able to get past. We don't know what's going on with the 10. And now there's a 3 wide in turn 3. That's almost a wreck. Sounds like there's 17s in the wall. There's chaos everywhere. The 10 will be on the lead lap. However, holding on to, or retaking the lead on the last lap, we will show the pass shortly. Daniel Barnes wins at Indianapolis in an absolute cluster. One of the longest races of the season by time alone. Daniel Barnes wins. Cedric Black finishes second, their best finish possibly ever. Definitely the season. Isaac Hernandez third. Minnie Nelson fourth. Tracy Howell fifth, your new points leader. Jacob Aronson sixth, another good finish. Davis Pittman in seventh. James Wolfe manages to hold on to 8th. Drew Keene back up to 9th. Tony Bentley in 10th. as everybody comes down pit road, we have to catch our breath. We will go over, we'll take a look and show you the actual pass for the lead. We caught it too late. I apologize for that. But, oh man, and the Camaros are faster. What is that race going to look like? We best make sure that the pace car is fueled up. That's all I have to say. We'll be back in a few minutes. As promised, taking a look at the pass for the lead. Out of turn one, Hernandez went high, Bardens went low. Bardens with the momentum, Hernandez way up high, and that's going to be it. Nelson and Black touch off of Hernandez interference. The 11 and the 12 look to try and pass the 13. Bardens at this point has the win. And they make contact again behind him. This time Black is able to get by. Hernandez and Nelson have a drag race to the finish. Hernandez has the draft, so they finish third. Oh boy, that was a race. Again, not ideal, but it is what it is. Now we will go over the official race results. Daniel Bardens is indeed your winner. Cedric Black second, Isaac Hernandez third, Minnie Nelson fourth, Tracy Held fifth, Jacob Aronson sixth, Davis Pittman in seventh, James Wolfe eighth, Drew Keene ninth, Tony Bentley 10th, Wayne Stadler 11th, Tyler Gardens 12th, Chris Harvey in 13th, May 14th, John Walker 15th, Gerard Wilkinson 16th, Dorothy McLean 17th, Jim Carranza 18th, Thomas Hammond 19th. Not sure what happened with the 10, but something happened and he was able to get back up to speed and barely finish on the lead lap. 20th was Charles Marshall. He popped the engine, had to be towed back. That'll be a new engine for him at Talladega. Nicholas Eckert, gearbox failure. They'll be able to rebuild that. Lynn White, crash damage. Catherine Harris had a header blowout after the crash with Skylar Taylor. They didn't have much damage, but it was enough. And of course, Skylar Taylor, that car was obliterated. That'll be a full rebuild. But they did manage to get it to the pits, so it's not the worst. What does that do to the championship? Oh, it completely annihilates it. Tracy Howell is now your LOCTITE Firebird Series points leader and is in a good position to be your LOCTITE Firebird Season 3 champion. He is 33 points ahead of Isaac Hernandez, 42 points ahead of Lynn White now. Nicholas Eckert in fourth, tied with Jacob Aronson, 66 points back, and they are your primary competitors. Granted, Eckert and Aronson need Howell to basically fail to finish, and then they have to win. Can it happen? Yes, it can. But the problem is, Hal has only had 2 bad races all season. A 15th in race 3 and a 21st in race 5. And Talladega is a super speedway, which means all history is out the window. We've never been to Talladega, but it is Daytona amped up usually, which means that things are going to be going on left, right, and center. Now, should Howell manage to pop this engine before he can even get going and fail to start the race, then Barden's in 6th, Pittman and Black tied for 7th, and Charles Marshall in 9th have a very outside chance. However, Stadler in 10th, tied for 10th with Minnie Nelson, Dorothy McLean and May Ellis tied for 12th. Catherine Harris, Chris Harvey, and Drew Keane tied for 15th. What's with the ties? John Walker, Jim Carranza, Gerard Wilkinson, they're all now fully eliminated. They cannot win the championship no matter what. But even the avoidance to be eliminated from this series has heated up. Thomas Hammond is now last. 495 points, 213 points out of the lead. James Wolfe is only 6 points ahead of him. Which means that if Wolfe and Hammond finish 2 positions away from each other, or if Hammond finishes 2 positions ahead of Wolfe, he could pass him. Tony Bentley, 4 more positions ahead of that. Those are your 3 main competitors to be eliminated come Talladega. And with that bombshell, it's time to end. Thank you for joining me. And we've still got the Camaro race to go through. I'm going to go reinforce the walls. And I'll see you next time for the Camaros here at Indianapolis. Until then, take care and goodbye.